Hello then guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope this finds you all well. Our first big test as Valencia managers then today. We have got Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. We've started well. Can we continue the good run of form against them? There's only one way to find out. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of my FM21 Beta Save with Valencia. I'm Ben, and coming up on today's episode we have two huge games in La Liga. Firstly against Atletico Madrid, and then that is followed by a game against Barcelona. Now, since the last episode, we have played a further 2 games in La Liga. We won the first 4-0 against Eibar, a really solid performance in that one. Diakabi, Gaia and Guedes with the goals. We then had a really disappointing 0-0 draw with LK. Should have won the game, dominated the ball completely, but we just couldn't quite get the ball in the back of the net. So we do come in to today's game third in La Liga. 3 games, 2 wins, 1 draw. The only team that were doing better than us before the weekend was Barcelona. 3 from them. So it's going to be a tough game later on in the episode. But today's opponents, Atletico Madrid, have not quite started as strong as we have. They are down in 8th. So is this a chance to take a potential big scalp early on in the series? And the team that we're looking to do it with is this one. It's Silerson in goal, a back for Ragaya, Mangala, Diakabi and Vas. Racic is in the midfield alongside Soler, as we have had an injury to Musa, who has been playing really well in there, but hopefully Racic can slot in and do well. Jason and Guedes are on the flanks with Gamero in behind, Maxi, Gomez up front. We're going to stick with the system that we have been using in the first few matches. Hopefully we can win that. It can help us win, and we can be as attacking and as good as we have been. A couple of players concerning with the formation, some that doesn't quite suit their game. They are all, however, on the bench, those that are red. So hopefully the boys that are on the pitch to start with are really well motivated and realise that this is going to be a good game, and a game that hopefully we can come out with a win. However, Diana Lego thinks that Jason isn't good enough to be chosen. He's made a really good start to the season. So maybe she might hopefully realise today that he is the player that we need. Let's go and say that it's all over to the boys to have a good one tonight. As always, we are going to give the boys some faith. Hopefully get them G'd up and motivated, ready to go out there and beat a Valencia team that, of course, are going to be up there with the best in the league. Now, Jason has signed a new contract, a reduction of his release clause. Didn't even realise. Really mucked that one up there, haven't I? As a matter of club policy, I won't discuss player's contract. Soler, he's brilliant, fantastic, go him. Cheryshev, recent problems, yes. Also, he's not good enough. And I'll say that again. Pleased that Jason has signed a new contract, and away we go. So there we go, the first muck-up for me from FM21. We've reduced Jason's release course by, 12 or so million whilst giving him a pay rise. So, great start. But here we go, the first of the Atletico Madrid-Valencia game, and it looks like Atletico are going to try and build from the back, and they have managed to get it to Denis Suarez in the middle of this field. Llorente finds Saul in some good space on this right-hand side. He cuts inside. Is he going to find a ball? He's not. He's going to shoot it. Whistles just wide of Silenson's right-hand post, but a strong start for Atletico. Can we reply immediately? Vas with the throw-in, it's headed away easily, but Soler is able to gather. Back to Racic in the middle. To Soler. Back to Racic. To Vas. We're working the ball around well. Can we forge something from it? Racic. All the way back to Diakabi. He plays it first time to Soler. Out to Vas. That's a really good ball across. Gamero. He scores! 3 minutes gone in the game. Kevin Gamero with his second goal of the season. He missed a penalty in the last game. He's made up for that in this one. And after 3 minutes, we're 1-0 up against Atletico Madrid. Diakabi with a great ball to Soler. Soler pings it wide. And Vas has just got to win his header. And Gamero is onto it like a flash. It's 1-0. What a start to the game. A big team, as we said, in Atletico Madrid. If we can take this scalp, it would be a huge win. And Gamero has given us the perfect start to the game. And a really well taken finish as well. The ball worked its way from back to front quite quickly. Diakabi with a first time pass into Soler. And it all built from there. But what a start. Just as we thought, the highlight before for Atletico Madrid saw Saúl in on goal with a chance to score. We've gone up the other end and replied immediately. An end-to-end first 5 or so minutes. But we're doing all right. We're dominating the ball. We're dominating our passes completed. They've had 3 shots to our 2. But I think the important thing is one of our 2 shots has nestled itself into the back of the net. And Kevin Gamero, at the moment, is the hero. And here's another chance potentially for us as well. Guedes surging down this left-hand side. He's been brought down by Gimenez. It is a really good tackle and Saúl has to clear, but he's hit it against his own player, has he? Guedes, Maxi Gomez. Oh! How it ended up with Guedes, it was a little bit of a mockery, I think, from Saúl, but a great chance for Gomez. Couldn't quite find the back of the net. And Carrasco is breaking from the corner, and it looks like he's just going to surge towards our penalty area. But he's passed it back to Koke instead. Carrasco again. Can we see this out of the way? Suarez turns, looks for Saúl, but Gaia clears up and is calm, cool, and collected in doing so. Mangala. And that is the end of that. What a chance for Maxi Gomez. It looked really poor from Saúl, I think. I think he tried to clear it, hit his own player. It ended up falling at the feet of Guedes, who slots it across to Gomez. And if we could have made it 2 then it could have been a very interesting 60 minutes or so that would have been left to go. We're going to ask the boys to fire up a little bit, keep them motivated. It's been a solid first half performance so far. But against a team like Atletico Madrid, if there's only 1 goal in it, then you can be sure that they will have some chances to equalise. All of our shots that have been on target. Oblak, despite conceding, he is having a cracking game. Obviously one of the best keepers out there in the world at the moment, and he is proving why currently in this game. 5 shots for us, 5 on target. And is this going to be another chance for us? It's with them at the moment now. Saúl on this right hand side. He's looking for Suarez in front of him. He's found him. Gaia does okay, and Soler steps in really well. When he stepped in well again, Savic has found Denis Suarez. Surely it's 1-1. It surely is. It's Luis Suarez. There, I've been saying that it's Denis Suarez. It's actually Luis Suarez, who's obviously moved from Barcelona in the summer in real life. And it's a really well-worked goal. Soler looked like he got his tackle in, but Suarez was left unmarked, running into the area. Found by Savic, slotted home past Silenson. As I was just saying, that Atletico Madrid, with a 1-goal deficit, can easily come back into the game. They have proved just that. And Luis Suarez is the man who has put them back to 1-1. We can still be proud of our first half performance. It's a shame that it looks like it is going to be 1-1 at half time, but can we come out fighting in the second half and make this a victory for us? I would obviously take a draw against Atletico Madrid, one of the bigger teams in Spain, but there we go. Half time, 1-1. We've put in a good performance. Our expected goals is more than them. Soler is getting skinned all too often. By the looks of it, he's been skinned twice. More than we would hope, but maybe not as often enough to take him off. We've been the better team. Just keep doing what we're doing and we will be fine. There's a lot more to come from all the boys. And of course, I believe they have what it takes. And now, let's go out there and put on a second half performance that we can. We know we've been really good these first 3 or so games. We've been good in that first half. Looking at the stats, we've slightly edged the game. Goals, expected goals, obviously 90.97. 6 shots all on target. Oblak is basically the man between us and having a really fired up team who are going out with 2 goals or more. But it's still 1-1. Can we grab a goal in this second half? Everyone performing pretty well. Silenson, again, low rating for a goalie. We saw it in the last game. He didn't really do a lot and he was low rated. He's not had to do a lot today either. Obviously, 1 goal has been put past him. But it seems unjustified for him to be all the way down on a 6.4. And as I was talking, we've had our first shot of the day off target. So a little bit disappointing, but can we start to build some momentum again in this second half? It looks like we're having all the shots, but we're not quite putting them in the back of the net, and I think therefore it might be time for a little bit of a change. And the change that we will make is this one. Guedes is going to come over to the right hand side. Jason will come off for Vinicius Jr. on the left. And Junior will also switch to an inverted winger on attack on that left hand side. Maxi Gomez not having his best game, but he can be potent in front of goal. So we'll keep him on for now. Rachichu's come in. He's having a cracking game. That is the one sub we will make for now then. Vinicius Jr., the signing obviously that we have made over the summer. He is on in place of Jason. And can we show him a bit of the magic that we know he has got? The transfer deadline day hasn't quite come yet, so we have got a couple days after this game to make some more transfers. Jack Wilshere is currently here on trial. I don't know if we're going to grab him. There's a striker that we're also interested in, and I'm still searching, if it's not Wilshere, for someone who can come in and play in the centre of midfield. We might well get someone. As I say, there's a couple of days to go, so you will see later on in the episode if we're able to make that final change. So let's have a look. We are going to take Soler off. He is struggling just for a little bit of fitness. And I think, yeah, we'll get Lee Kang in on for him in the centre of the park. There he is. Actually, no, we won't. We'll put Daniel Vass in the middle and we'll get Thierry. Ooh, we'll get Paulista on the right-hand side. So that's one change we need to make. Guedes is struggling for a bit of fitness as well, but I really do want him to stay on. We will do for now. He might be a change in 10 minutes or so. We don't want him being exhausted. Let's see if we can, however, with a bit of a demand more, grab a winning goal towards the end of this game. 10 or so minutes to go. We have had double the shots than Atletico Madrid. We're nearing an expected goals of 2. 53% possession, 90% passes completed for both teams. Can we just find that winning moment in the game? And is it going to come here as we're playing against a team, it looks like, who have suddenly turned into ghosts? Gabriel with the ball. He's found Guedes here now on a new position in his right hand side, and he's surging forward. He's found Vass now in the middle, who's put a great ball out to Gabriel Paulista, who looks to go past his man. What is going on? It's another potential penalty. It looked like the man got the ball. This would be really, really harsh. We're over at the little telly. If this is a penalty, we have a chance to win the game. I don't know if it's going to be or not. It is awarded. It is a penalty. And Kevin Gamero, the man who scored the goal in the first half, is going to step up with a chance to make it 2-1 with 5 or so minutes to go. Can he beat Oblak? He can't. Oblak saves. Oh, you wouldn't have believed it. Gamero steps up. It's the perfect opportunity for us to score. And Jan Oblak has jumped across and saved it. But we've got another chance. Maxi Gomez from deep. He's looked to play the ball across. We've got it nicked off us. Is this going to be the Atletico goal? Correa is in on goal. 1-on-1 with Silenson, and he makes the save that keeps us in the game. It's all action in these last few minutes. 4 minutes of added time. It looks like it's going to just fizzle out to be a 1-1 draw. But is there one last chance for us? I don't know if there's going to be. It's been a pretty solid performance from the boys. The penalty late on. Surely there's someone better than Gamero for next time. That's the second penalty he's missed for me. 4 minutes of added time are over. We get a point against Atletico Madrid. It's not the worst result in the world. However, it could so well have been 3 points. Can we do a little bit better against Barcelona? I'll see you for that one in a second. Okay, so it's first versus second in La Liga, and that is thanks to a late late goal by Jose Gaya in the last game against Alaves. The 92nd minute he scored for a 1-0 victory there. It means we remain unbeaten in 5, and we go into this game though 4 points behind Barcelona, who have played 5 and won 5. But fingers crossed we can get a result, and a result that will also feature a couple of new faces. The first of which is Jack Wilshere, a free transfer of course in the centre of the park. Injuries could be the issue, but he's a really solid option in there. A place where we were just lacking a few faces. He's got a really good first touch. His passing and technique is pretty good. He's got a good work rate. His decisions are pretty good as well. He slots in really nicely at the age of 28. Probably not going to improve that much, but he will begin to start in a deep line playmaker role as well in the centre of the park. The other player we brought in is Rafael Santos Borja. Some may recall him playing at Atletico Madrid in the Spanish La Liga. He's here now at Valencia. 4-star. He looks a pretty good rounded option. Someone who just slots into the first team for the ageing Kevin Gamero. His stamina is pretty good. His acceleration is pretty good. He's similar to Gamero in the fact that he's very aggressive up front as well. His finishing's okay, hopefully a little bit of improvement to come from him as well at the age of 25. But 2 new faces, and as I say, 2 new faces that are in today's team as well. It's Silenson in goal, a back four, Gaya, Mangala, Diakabi and Vass. Wilshere and Soler in the middle with Guedes on the left, Jason on the right and Maxi Gomez in behind new man Borja up front. A massive game. The 2 best teams in the league obviously so far. We're not changing from that attacking mentality that we've had throughout the first few games. Will it work against a really good Barcelona team? I mean, you look for it. Griezmann, Fati, Coutinho, Messi, Busquets, De Jong, Firpo, Umtiti, Piqué, Roberto and Neto. I mean, it's quality all round. I suppose the one bonus, they are missing their main goalkeeper, I assume, through injury. And that may well be something that we can work in our favour. But are we going to be able to go out there and grab a result against, potentially at the moment, what it's looking like, the best team in the league? It will be a tough ask. I've motivated the boys though. It's going to be a really good match. Ter Stegen is out with injury. I mean, it helps, as I'm going to say. I'm very happy. We've got no worries at all. Hopefully Wilshere can last the match. And here we go. Is that going to be a massive bonus? If we can attack like we have been, the lack of Ter Stegen might just work in our favour. And we'll find out here, I suppose, because Vass has a free kick. It's somewhere in the middle of the area. Mangala clears up. It's been headed away well there by Barcelona. Wilshere pings it all the way back to Silenson from the free kick, where we got the opportunity to whip it in the box. It's ended with the keeper, but can we build from deep? Gaya on the left now. He finds Soler with a great pass in the middle. Can Soler do something with it? He's surging forward at pace. He's been tripped by Coutinho, has he? No, it's a great tackle. And you can see what might happen from here. De Jong, Piqué, building from the back. Lovely. Neto finds Busquets in acres. Griezmann's there. Here it comes. The counter-attack from Barcelona. Coutinho to Griezmann. Is this going to be 1-0? I mean, he's shot from absolutely miles away, and that might well just be a saving grace. It all came from a really good position free kick early on, but Barcelona got the shot in the end, and it's an early scare and a sign of what they can do. Guedes has picked up a knock, but he looks okay at the moment, so we will ignore that for now. Of course, if it starts to get worse, then he might well come off. But a fairly even first 10 minutes or so, and as we saw in the last game that we had on the episode, all of our shots are currently going on target, but this time, as opposed to it being 20 or whatever it was, it is only 1. We're going to continue to ignore the voice about Guedes. He seems to have recovered from that knock. Frenkie de Jong is injured as well. He's had to go off. How much is that going to help with young Pedri potentially not as experienced in the middle, of course, coming up against Wilshere and Soler for us. But a fairly uneventful first 15 minutes, but it might well be two teams that at the moment are obviously flying high in the league that are just coming up against each other. Griezmann obviously getting a lot of space in the middle of the park, it would seem. So we're going to look to ensure that doesn't happen. And I'm just going to... Oh, no, that was the wrong button. We're looking for shouts. We're going for the shouts. We're just going to fire the boys up a little bit and see if we could just go and grab a goal in this game. But so far, so good with regards to how we've played. Fairly even. Barcelona just started to get a bit more possession in their tiki-taka style. They've only had the one more shot than us. And are they starting now to dominate the game after I've asked the boys to fire up? The motivation isn't quite there, it would seem. Wilshere also struggling on debut. Musa would have played today, but he is out injured. He started really well. He's also had his first cap for the USA. So it shows a 17-year-old who is really, really looking like he's going to be something good here. So we've got to keep him playing whilst also fitting in the likes of Wilshere and also Lucic, of course, who we saw in that first game as well. But it has been a fairly uneventful first half. I mean, we're 35 or so minutes through. We've seen the one chance from Antoine Griezmann. Nothing from us at all so far. We're going to demand a little bit more as the half starts to come to a close. I mean, is a goalkeeper having a great game again? Because we've had 4 shots, 3 of which have been on target. Jason now has taken a knock, and that is looking far more serious than the Guedes knock. So what we're going to do is we are going to switch the two over. We're going to have Guedes going on to the right hand side as a winger, and we'll get Vinicius Jr. on to that left hand side. He actually prefers playing as an inverted winger, if I remember rightly. Yeah, he does. Again on attack, and that will be the sub just before half time that we will make. And as we were doing that, there is a Barcelona player with the ball right penned into their half, and it's gone forward to Ansu Fati on this left-hand side. Can we win it back, or is this going to be a Barcelona chance? I mean, he's made to run forward a good few yards. Gaia goes in hard on Messi, and that is a great challenge. And now we have the ball back. Can we create something? Soler in the middle, a great pass to him from Mangala. Guedes with that slight knock, but he doesn't seem to be affecting him as he surges towards the area. Has a shot which is really just not appropriate from where he was, but it's found its way to Borra. Oh, Neto saves! That was a great opportunity for his first goal in a Valencia shirt. Borra from distance. Oh, it should have been buried into the back of the net, but what a tackle. What a tackle from Gaia there initially on Messi that gave us the ball back and got us going forward. And Fati's made a similar one on Guedes, and now Griezmann's off with a run towards the area. He needs to be stopped. He's getting ever closer. It's easy for Silerson to save, and we can go again. No team really having that strong a chance as of yet. I think the best one, might have been Santos Bola there in the middle, but it is 0-0 at half time. Expected goals, we put in a good performance according to those. It's been okay. Let's keep putting on that worthy display that the media are expecting us to do. So you weren't bad, but I believe you can improve. We have the faith in the boys as always. And can we go out in a second half against Barcelona and get a winning goal? It could come early, Here is a chance. Daniel Vaz is stood over a free kick on the edge of the Barcelona area as Coutinho hobbles off. Is this the chance to make it 1-0? Eventually. When's the free kick going to be taken? Now Vaz is stood over it. Can he score? He's cutting it round. Oh, it's just wide of the post. Daniel Vaz with a great effort from about 25 yards just from the start of the half as well. Oh, what a chance that was to potentially go 1-0 up early on. But here is a chance. Messi with the ball in. It's fallen. Oh, Mangala's intercepted it. And Maxi Gomez has something to chase and get after. But he's not quite been able to do so. Junior has it at the back. hoofs it forward towards Messi, who's beaten to it well in the air by Diakabi, and Gaia is off and racing down this left-hand side. He finds Vinicius Jr. in behind him. Soler in the middle. Great ball out to Gaia again. Are we going to get the chances? A great ball in. It's Maxi Gomez. Oh, the chances are starting to come for the Valencia boys. We just need one buried in the back of the net. We're starting to really take this game to Barcelona. Gaia is playing exceptionally well on this left-hand side from what we've seen. Wilshere having a struggle, and Bora, the two new boys, not playing too well. But can we get through a bit of a period without them really performing? Obviously, we've already had to make one change. I'd like to wait a bit longer to make the second. Wilshere is on the chopping block. A 6.2 for him, and a free kick for Lionel Messi close to our goal. Diakabi does well to clear again though, and Boré is off and has support with him if he wants it. He just cruises past his man. Is this the goal? Oh, what a tackle from Roberto at the end. I thought it was destined for Bora's first goal. But a great tackle. Vass with the ball in. No, it's towards the back post. It's headed clear. And Griezmann is off, similar to Boré at the other end. But he's being chased and chased hard. Are we going to be able to get the tackle in? Guedes does absolutely superbly to get in and make that challenge. But I think it's now looking like we really should be 1-0 up in this game. I'm going to fire the boys up. We're doing really well. The one thing that is lacked from what we've seen is just the fact the ball ended up in the back of the net. 14 shots we've had now, 8 of which have been on target. We are so close to getting this first goal and potentially a winning goal in the game. But I think it is time. Jack Wilshere on debut has not been excellent. And he is going to come off, and he will come off for Racic in the middle. He can come on and play in there and hopefully do a little bit of a better job than Wilshere was doing there. Daniel Vass is also struggling for a bit of fitness, but I want to leave him 10 or so minutes if I can, just based on the time at the moment. But Wilshere, I mean, it's not been great. But he will come off, and hopefully, as I say, Racic can do a good enough job for us. Now he is on the pitch with 15 or so minutes to go. But that sub has been made, has it? I mean, I've still got Wilshere. There it is. Racic is now on, and he's got 20 or so minutes to change this game and see if we can just creep over the line. Neto with a goal kick for them. Piqué over to Umtiti, to Busquets in the middle, and now it's Lucky Puig who sends Pedri on his way, and what a ball it was for Pedri. He's beaten 2, he's beaten 3. Silenson, great save, holds on to the ball as well, and that is the first chance we've really seen of this second half for Barcelona. But here's a corner for us. Gaia with the ball in. Guedes is there. Guedes is just over. Oh! Everything looked like it was just going to be destined for the back of the net. We are now going to take Vass off. Palista is going to come on for him on the right-hand side. The final throw of the dice with 12 or so minutes to go. Can we grab a winner in a game where we deserve to do so? Racic with a great tackle, but he's got to gather it before Pedri gets there, and it looks like he's going to be able to do so. And can we build from here? He hoofs it forward to Guedes, who has a chance to run towards the Barcelona defence once again. He's got men ahead of him. He chooses Bora, who chooses to play it to Vinicius Jr., who finds Maxi Gomez. He finds the goal! It has been coming, and that was a fantastic Valencia move to grab the goal. Guedes surges forward on the right-hand side. He finds Bora, who lays it off to Vinicius Jr. And what a ball that is for Maxi Gomez to slot home. And with 10 minutes to go, little old Valencia, as they are at the moment, are 1-0 up against Barcelona. But there's a highlight straight after the goal, and it is Ansu Fati on the ball for Barcelona, who sprays it wide to the one man you don't want the ball spread wide to. And look who's there again. Jose Gaya and Vinicius Jr. We're off again. Maxi Gomez put the ball through to Bora, lad. It's a foul. It's a foul. It's a blatant foul. Okay, I didn't quite think it was that bad a foul, but that makes the last 10 minutes a little bit easier, doesn't it? Umtiti sent off for Barcelona. Valencia 1-0 up as well. I mean, it could be so much more. Well, it might be more. Gaia with the ball in. It's rubbish. It's actually rubbish. And Neto has collected it and launches it to Griezmann in the pocket. Griezmann beaten to it by Rakic, but it has made its way to Lionel Messi. We haven't seen much of him today, but are we about to see what he can do in this Barcelona shirt? Junior is up with him, but he's beaten it away, and Guedes is off like he was before down this right-hand side. He's found Borja for his debut goal. Oh, he still can't quite get it. Neto with the save. We should be 2-0 up. Borja hasn't quite been able to finish his shots today. And there's another example of it, but a good corner in. And Messi is off down the right, but the highlight ends before he can get towards the halfway line. If we can hold on, this will be a fantastic victory. It will, however, only take us 1 point behind Barcelona, but we remain unbeaten in the first 6 games of the season. And it hasn't been the easiest 6 games with both Atletico Madrid and Barcelona played. But there we have it. The full-time whistle has blown and we've done it. We've beaten Barcelona. What a performance from the boys. The second half was absolutely phenomenal. 22 shots, 13 on target. We could have had so many more than the 1 goal that we had. It's time for some outstretched arms. What a way to do it. What a win that was. And wow, it doesn't take us top, but it does take us pretty close to being so. 1 point off the top of the table. As you can see here, 4 points clear now with third place Real Madrid as well. And is this the start of a really, really positive run of form? And can we do something early on in the series that I didn't quite think we'd be able to do for a little while and go and win? I mean, why not? Let's see if we can. See if we can win La Liga, rather, going back to Roma there with Silly at La Liga at the first time of asking. Looking ahead, though, to the next episode, we'll play through a little bit and we'll come back for Real San Sebastian, a.k.a. Real Sociedad in real life, and Getafe, 2 teams who have started the season really well and are up there sniffing around us. So hopefully we can provide 2 really good games for you next time. But I hope you have enjoyed today's episode, and if you have, please leave a like down below for me. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager videos, and thank you all for coming along and watching.